Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters prove nothing no harder you shine. You know them haters come by the dozen. All them haters that be talking about us, they be hating on our grind, cause you know we coming up. We be spending all the time on these rhymes and the clubs. You can't steal my shine, cause I'm prime, never mind, cause fame and fortune be the only notion for them haters do. Many years in the game, so you know I paid my dues. No need for the fame, I'm taking names, so I know. And when Moshe blows up, I'm emailing all them.
Haters make me famous.
What the haters know about that Moshe music? Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I do this 25/8 pain and sweat on these tracks, haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I have no dinner table, my studio is the kitchen. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I got a degree on my wall, so it says I know what I'm doing. Haters.
Haters.
I dust off them haters, and then I take a pause. It's a shame that this game got us all so involved. They flapping their jaws, and they grinding their teeth. Everybody fighting for the microphone on my beats. See my and my word is all I have. Call me Tony Montana on this label that I have. Having anger towards everyone, reaching success. Haters coming, and I'll be their number one prospect. I work real hard, it gains some respect. 24 hours on the beats and the internet. We fighting like some dogs, showing flaws with no regrets. While we fighting for the same bone on this conquest. Man march occupies my mind frame. Yes, one man army with the heart of a terrorist. In my scope, I can see them haters running. No need to pull the trigger, cause I'm aiming for the sky, cousin.
Haters make me famous.
No need to lie my tracks, man, cause you know I'm the truth. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
Yeah, I'ma wipe off this out with the rag. So what? Haters.
Haters. Haters make me famous.
I'm a self-taught fool with knowledge. Haters.
Haters make me famous.
I don't give what all y'all think. For real. Haters.
Haters.
I don't take them back seats, I take the front row. If you're on my team, then you're sitting next to me. So loyal to the game, like my wifey and she show. No, I'm headed for the top, so no need for these side shows. My mic blows truth while them fools make it up. My beats be my bullets, fully automatic, spitting blood. In their eyes, I can tell that they hate me while I'm blowing up on the internet. Faithfully, I got the upper hand, man. My fam got faith in me. I'm solid like a rock with my hip hop family. From the 425 through the streets of Miami, with them deucems up, man. I'm ready for the Grammys. My life be so sweet, yes it's sweet like some candy. So what's my What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Haters make us famous. What is going on, everybody? Happy flipping day before the Super Bowl. Let me get a radio check. Hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear today. Seems a little low on my end. Let me pump this one up right here. Maybe this is better. Is that better on the volume? Hopefully. Happy Saturday, back in the office. Chapenny, good morning. Ballin' Pros, good morning. Marlo, Fast Freddy, Shane, Mr. Keith Davis himself, what's going on? Alex, good morning. Everybody, good morning. Light little crowd this morning. Most probably didn't think I'd make it back in time to go live, but we're here. We're here, we're ready to rock, we're ready to roll, and man, oh man, am I pumped for tomorrow. Alex, what's going on, brother? How's LA? I hear it's very busy. Very busy. You guys got a big game tomorrow, huh? Tell me you're going. Tell me you got tickets to the Super Bowl.
Give me some good news, brother. I am definitely ready for tomorrow. Speaking of the Super Bowl, and we'll get there in a minute. Don't forget, today we have Guaranteed Saturday. I did put a promo code in the comment section. It's up there. $50 off Guaranteed Saturday. $50 off if you enter the promo code 50LIVE. 50LIVE, all one word together. You enter that, and it will take $50 off for you guys. So don't miss out on a monster Saturday. Congrats to everybody on my game of the week yesterday. Nice win. Premium plays rolling. Personal plays rolling. By the way, my personal plays are out. If you are not on them, if for some reason you don't have access to them or you didn't get them, and you should, then hit me back. So that way we can make sure that you are on them. But I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to rock and roll, ready to have a monster weekend. And it's weird. It's like I'm definitely better. I got one more dose of medicine today. And, man, I am so pumped for the Super Bowl tomorrow. Just as always, we always produce that big Super Bowl guaranteed bet for the first half, for the second half, and all them props. Does it? Thank you, Alex. I don't know what they put up there, but I think I can edit it. See, I can't see the screen. I don't see what you guys are seeing, so there we go. That should be better. Now it probably is. I put a lowercase. Let me see. There we go. That should be better. I don't even see the screen. I just see comments. And I can see one camera angle, whatever camera angle we're using. So other than that, I don't see much. But man, we're going to be live tomorrow. I don't know the live time just yet. I'm going to post on YouTube on the community page. But we're going to have multiple shows tomorrow. We're going to have multiple shows. We'll have a daily free play video. We might even have something during the game for YouTube exclusive members where we go live. So no major plans for the game. Just hanging out. This will be like the first time I get to watch the Super Bowl at my house in, Jesus criminy, I don't know how many years. It's been a long time. It's definitely been a long time. Alex, members video today? No members video today. Woo! All right, so, Rhode, what's going on, brother? Yes, UFC today. And speaking of the UFC, FC himself will be on the live show in approximately 15 minutes. 15 to 20, FC will be on the program. So we got a busy day today. We've got a very busy day today. And before we jump into some college basketball game day breakdowns, because that is where we're headed, folks, let's talk about the Super Bowl and what to expect for tomorrow. First of all, excuse me. As you can hear, my voice keeps coming in and out. Not only, sinus infection, upper respiratory infection, all that good shit, but I was out in the wind like nonstop for a week. But Super Bowl bets for our Super Bowl packages will start being posted later on this evening. You don't have to text me and say, hey, Kyle, you said in the video it was going to be posted this evening. It's not there yet. Oh, my God, what in the world do I do? What in the world do? You kick back, you relax, and you wait. We will email everybody once shit gets posted. When things are posted and everything's up and running, we will always email you letting you know the prop bets are posted, the guaranteed play is posted, etc., etc., etc. So there's been a handful of questions that I've received regarding the packages. So let's gander at the packages. Obviously, the prop bet package, which everybody already knows about, our prop bets are always off the hook when it comes to the Super Bowl. We get guys that are coming back talking about how many thousands of dollars they were making betting peanuts each and every single year. The prop bet package by itself is a whopping $29.99 for just the prop bet package. Now, the guaranteed Super Bowl winner. This package is no longer available just by itself. It's $119.99, and it includes the prop bet package. So you get the guaranteed winner as well as the prop bet package. And if for some reason, which you guys know, when it comes to the Super Bowl, we absolutely murder the books. When it comes to the Super Bowl and our guarantee, we put that big guarantee on it. If for some reason we drop it, you get $200 in site credit on our website for the package of your choosing. So that way we can make it up to you. And let me tell you, you ain't going to get a site credit because we're going to blow it out the water just like last year. Can you say blowout winner? It's going to be a good one. Now, the second half guaranteed play. Every year we put out a second half bet. Same thing, except it's only $49.99 for the second half winner. The cool thing is if for some reason we lost, we don't leave you hanging. We still give you $100 in site credit, which is double your investment, double your money. But just like last year and the year before, there ain't no losing the second half winner. Now the combo package. We actually spiced it up this year. It's $299. You get a week of premium plays or a week of my personal plays. You also get the Super Bowl guaranteed winner, including the prop bet package. You also get the second half bet. You get 3 days of soccer. You get 3 days of NHL. And you also get today's guaranteed Saturday play included, which is $150. Or if you use the promo code, $100 all by itself. Greg, thank you. I see you just jumped on board. Nasirelli, thank you for jumping on board the Super Bowl combo package, including a week of my personal plays, as well as all those damn goodies. I know, sir, you're already on them, and I believe today is your last day of your 3 days, so won't extend you out. First day will officially start when this one expires. So let's get at it. let's have a great day today. Those are the Super Bowl packages. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Be more than happy to answer them for you guys. But let's make it a good day today. We got FC coming on here in just a little bit, so let's jump into some breakdowns. And see what we can get into. Raymond, what's going on, brother? All righty. So, let's get some things up and running. That way we can break down a couple of these games for you. So, tomorrow's schedule. I don't know what time we're going to be going live, but we will be going live, obviously, before the first game goes off tomorrow, which tomorrow is 10 a.m. The Connecticut and St. John's game starts tomorrow. We actually get a decent amount of college basketball tomorrow on Super Bowl Sunday. We get 2 NBA games. Those are early, obviously. Super Bowl tomorrow, obviously West Coast game, so we're starting at 4:30 Pacific time. 3:30 Pacific time. 6:30 Eastern time. Raymond, man, fishing was tough, brother. Fishing was tough. I think I finished 34th or 37th. I'd have to check. That's what I was told. I had a good first day. They canceled the second day due to high winds, which they shouldn't have, in my opinion. Third day was tough, no winds. I was getting bit with reaction, so I needed the wind. And it was tough. My fish shut off completely. Caught one big one yesterday, a 5.94 largemouth, and that was it. Tough. Miserably tough. And I think I finished one fish out of the money. One fish out of the money. A limit away from a top 5 finish. Actually, probably would have put me in third because I had the big one. But anyways, take the points towards the championship or their Angler of the Year, whatever they call it, and then move on. All right, so we're going to be live tomorrow before the first game. We're going to actually be live multiple times. We'll be live before the first game. We'll be live before the Super Bowl as well. We'll be live second half, and we might be live during for YouTube exclusive members tomorrow. All right, college basketball already underway. Baylor kicking the snot out of Texas, up by 11. Alabama up by 6 on Arkansas. Creighton and Georgetown separated by 1, 32-31. And by the way, if you're on personal plays, my personal plays, they haven't started yet. If you're on our premium plays, they have not started yet. So you still have plenty of time to get the full thing of everything. Yeah, Raymond, it was definitely tough. And if I could just, I had the kicker. I just needed the squeak out the rest of the fill the limit, and would have been a great finish. First place was a boat and $20-something thousand in cash, plus the boat. So we had a chance, and that's all you could hope for on the final day, and unfortunately, it didn't pan out. So, all right, so with that being said, let's jump into some game day breakdowns, and the first one we're going to do, we're going to take a look at that big Oklahoma and Kansas game. That will be the very first game that we take a look at, Oklahoma and Kansas. Little marquee matchup right away for you guys. I already had quite a few people be like, damn, you're not on this game. Frozen screen. Thank you, KD. We'll get that one fixed. All right, got that fixed. And we're going to jump right into it. So bear with me while I pop up all the information. And we're We're only going to do a couple of games, and then we're going to bring FC on. And then tomorrow we're going to try and get through a lot of the games. And, man, we always have huge Super Bowl Sundays on games. I think the last 4 years in a row, I think we've swept the board on plays that we've put out before the Super Bowl. Oklahoma, guys, started out the year fantastic. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay. So, Oklahoma started out pretty damn hot. They went 11-2. Won their first conference game over Kansas State, beating them 71-69. Since then, they have won 3 games. They beat Iowa State, West Virginia, and most recently Texas Tech in their last outing on February the 9th. They have also lost 8. And they've lost 7 of their last 9 games. They've been a straight dumpster fire in the Big 12 Conference. Kansas, on the other hand, the Jayhawks 19-4 on the year for Bill Self and the Jayhawks. They are coming off their loss 79-76 to Texas on the road. They're 8-2 in conference play, 19-4 overall. They just beat Iowa State, Baylor, and then ran into a very tough Texas team at home. What to expect in this one? Kansas has the 3rd ranked offense based on adjusted efficiencies, compared to the 63rd, of Oklahoma. When it comes to the defenses, I pit both defenses very, very, very similar when it comes to defensive numbers. Now, there's some things that Oklahoma does great when shooting the ball. For instance, they knock down 75.1% of all their free throws. Kansas is just a 71% free throw shooting team. And it don't matter if conference play, Oklahoma shoots 75.8% from the charity stripe. They convert 58% of all their 2-point plays. They have a jump shot, layup, and dunk. That's not where they've been sucking. Kansas knocks down 56.5%. Kansas also at 36% of all their 3 balls, 33.5% for Oklahoma. Oklahoma hits 54.8% from the field. So how could they have an offense that's nearly ranked 60 teams separated from Kansas and such a horrible record? One, they struggle with offensive rebounds. At offensive glass, just 26.2% of all their rebounds are offensive rebounds. They're ranked 248th in the nation. Turnover percentage, they're turning the ball over nearly a league high. Nearly 22.1%. There's not many teams that are worse than them in the turnover department. 22 to be specific. They're ranked 338th in the nation when it comes to turning the ball over. 2-foul participation, no real edge. Kansas is in at 18.8%, 12.9% for Oklahoma. Height advantage, nearly the same. Experience level, nearly the same. Both go to the bench for less than 30%, but over 25% of the minutes played. Oklahoma knocks down a free throw like no other. They have the 5th best stat in the country at converting all their 2-point plays. When you start diving into the number on this one, Kansas is laying 10.5. Oklahoma is catching 10.5. Over and under is set at 138. So, I think the number is juiced properly on this one. I think the number is spot on where it needs to be. Kansas at home, they should roll. However, Not going to. You ain't catching me getting Kansas laying the 10.5. No, sir. No, ma'am. But where I think the line is off is I think the line is off on the total. Now, I think it goes over, but I don't think it goes over by a massive amount. I do lean, and this is a lean. Whoop, we're leaning on it, all right, folks? On the over 138.5. Now, I think they get to like 144, 145. I think Kansas wins by 10, maybe 11, maybe 9. Not enough for me to take the side. And I don't think the total's that lopsided where I want to take the over. That is why it is just a lean. A lean is a lean because that is what I'm leaning on. Now, there is a noon Eastern time, 2 p.m. Eastern time game that not only am I not leaning on, I am betting on it, and we're going to talk about that one here in just a minute. Davidson on the road at Rhode Island. A little Atlantic 10 conference play. We get the 20-3 Wildcats coached by Bob McKillop. After starting out the season 1-2, beating Delaware, losing to San Francisco and New Mexico State, they rattled off 15 straight wins before running into VCU, where they lost by 2 at home. Since then, they've rattled off 4 more wins, beating LaSalle, St. Bonnie, George Washington, and most recently, St. Joseph's in overtime. It was a 6-point overtime victory. They're 10-1 in Atlantic 10 conference play and 20-3 overall on the season. And then you get the Rams, the Rhode Island Rams, coached by David Cox. They find themselves near opposite 3-7 in conference play. (12-10) on the year. Losers of 6 straight. Thank you, Ronald. I'm definitely getting there. I still got a little post-nasal drip. I still got one more steroid to take. And some steroid spray to squirt into my nose. Another day of antibiotics, but I am definitely on the way to recovery. And I don't think the wind helps. You know, I've just been out on the lake and the wind and the pollen and all that shit. So I think that still has me stuffed up. But Rhode Island trending in the exact opposite direction as their counterpart in Davidson today. The betting numbers on this one: Davidson laying 3 or minus 150 on the money line. Rhode Island +3, plus 130 on the money line, with a total over and under 134 points. Davidson, based on adjusted efficiency, strength of schedule, opponent strength of schedule, etc., 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 the 10th best offense in all of Division I. They are efficient in nearly every single category with the exception of offensive rebounds. Rhode Island ranked 234th. When it comes to the defenses, it's like the exact opposite. Rhode Island's defense, based on adjusted efficiencies, is ranked 46th in the country. Davidson, 216th. Let's talk about offensive numbers. Davidson, the 6th best stat at converting from the field, 56.6% compared to the 51.8% of Rhode Island. Davidson, the 8th best 3-ball shooting team in the country, knocking down 39.1% from 3-point range all season long, 34.8% for Rhode Island. Davidson, the 23rd best stat in the country at knocking down all their 2-point plays of a jump shot, layup, and dunk, converting over 55%, 51% for Rhode Island. From the charity stripe, Davidson is the 21st best free throw shooting team in the country at 77.3%, 77.6% in conference play. Rhode Island, a measly 63.4% from the charity stripe, and it drops to 54.1% when they are in conference play, guys. When they get to Atlantic 10 conference play, Rhode Island has just been a straight dumpster fire. Turnover rate. Davidson turning it over a low 15.6% of the time compared to a 21.1% high for Rhode Island. 2-foul participation, no advantage for Rhode Island, definitely, because Davidson don't play that way. They're at less than 1%, less than a half a percent. 16.2% of the time for Rhode Island, so a very small smidge of an advantage, but nothing really to write home about. Height advantage, a full inch height advantage on average by every player coming out of Davidson. When you take a look at the defensive numbers, you got to note Rhode Island's defensive numbers are holding teams to 45.2% shooting overall, holding teams to 31% shooting from out deep, 43% conversion of all their 2-point plays, conference or non-conference. However, they have been getting worked. They just lost by 9 to VCU. They lost by 11 to Massachusetts. They lost by 6 to Fordham, 2 to Dayton, 7 to Richmond, and 2 to George Washington. Keep in mind, Davidson already beat them by 4 when Davidson was at home. Here they are traveling on the road. Not only do I like Davidson, but we're going to be betting Davidson. However, I am not going to lay the juice on this one. I'm not going to lay the number -3. I'm going to take them on the money line. I'm going to lay the $1.50. I'm going to take the 40 extra cents, and I'm going to bet it. And I'm going to take Davidson minus $1.50. Now, I don't even know if this Vibe, I forgot to turn this Vibe interactive board on, so I don't even know if it'll boot up in time. There we go. Oh. All right, guys. So there's the board on that one. Let's see if I can get that up on the screen here. And then let me see if all FC is ready to go. Give me 1 second, guys. So you guys got that one up there. Alrighty. So, we're going to call old FC, and we're going to see what kind of fun we could have with them today. Give me 1 second, folks. Cody, what's going on, man? Oh, I'm definitely ready for the Super Bowl. I can't wait. This is going to be like the first time I've got to watch the Super Bowl at my own home, and man, it's got to be 10, 15 years. And I don't even think I'm having anybody come over. I think I'm just chilling. It's actually going to be nice. It'll be like a first. It's going to be a first. Albert, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us. Alrighty, let's see if we can get this old man on the phone. And let's see if we can have some fun. Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. You got it?
Doctor,
You
are you
good?
there?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Go ahead. You're good.
Yeah, let me get 50 on pump 12, please.
50 on pump 12.
Yeah, I'm getting
Okay.
gas.
You have a good time? How was your fishing?
I had a good time. Fishing was good. I mean, except for the last day, I sucked. I caught one large one. I caught a 594 largemouth, but I screwed the pooch on the. If I would have just had a limit, I would have had a chance for a top 5. Probably just a little tiny limit. I probably would have ended up 3rd.
You tired? You sound tired as fuck.
Oh, I'm very tired. Hey, I got my little ones around. Can you not curse? I know you got
Oh, okay, I
a
got you.
sailor and all.
It's okay.
No, I'm just teasing.
I'll see what I can do.
Teasing you.
So we're live. I can tell we're live. How are we doing?
No, we're not live.
Okay.
I'm pumping gas.
Sure. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing okay? Everyone ready for the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl?
Little one's good. The dog's good.
Sure.
We're all good. Boat's good. I didn't wreck the boat. Didn't hit no sandbars running up the river.
I feel you.
But I'm ready for the next fishing trip. I like this shit.
Nah.
I like it.
We're ready for UFC 271. That's what we're ready for.
Oh, you want to go UFC? What are you, you good at that shit or something?
Nah, man.
No?
It's time for the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl. That's what this is, man. It's gonna be a great.
Blah blah blah.
I'm telling you, man. They stacked this card for a reason. This card is.
Oh, I know. This should be International Fight Week for this card. This is a good one.
Yeah, it's nuts. We got Derek Lewis in his hometown going against Tai Tuivasa.
Oh.
We got the Shoey versus the person who threw his cup in the seats last time for someone to do a shoey out of. So Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa, we got that heavyweight fight. They put them in the co-main event. We got a title eliminator. We got a title fight rematch. And, yeah, it's nuts. I mean, last time these two fought, we had Israel Adesanya. We had him at minus 165.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, that was our max fight pick that night. We knew coming in that Robert Whittaker was extraordinarily nervous. He hadn't fought in forever. He had injuries. He was just ready to go in that camp to go forward. And we knew Izzy was going to counter. And boop, second round. In the first round, he caught him, practically knocked him out. Ref, he couldn't even get back to his chair. He wobbled back to his chair. Second round, he comes out. And, yeah, it was a knockout. Easy, max fight pick winner that night. And tonight we got a great max fight pick as well. We got a great card. There's so many, we picked the best bets on the board, but then there's so many things in there that so much info. What I've been doing recently and what I think I told you guys last time was we just put the conclusion at the end for the people that just want to read the conclusion. Just a quick summation, 1 or 2 sentences of exactly what's going to happen, why it's going to happen, and what a fight pick and why it didn't and why you should be looking to bet it. If you're going to bet it, if you're going to bet small, definitely look to bet it. But then we have the ones hammered out, which are go ahead and go to town on. So this card's full of just great bets all over the board. Oh, yeah. This is not one of those. There's some people that like to parlay. There are some very juiced props that are going to hit. So if you have a sports book like DraftKings, or you have something out there like FanDuel where they allow you to parlay the overs, unders, even Bovada will allow you to parlay 0.5 rounds, and BetOnline has alternative rounds and stuff. So there's stuff there that you can parlay and hit really well. You can put 5 things together and hit on this card. So all that information is in the write-ups, and it seems like a lot of people are having fun following the write-up and watching it happen on screen, almost like they know the end of a movie before it happens. And when it doesn't happen, I hear about it because some fighter did something stupid or didn't follow a game plan or wouldn't listen to his coaches, or, you know, he did something stupid in the third, fourth, fifth round or something like that. So, but I'm telling you, this is the card. There's not many cards. Like, I come on. Last time I came on, I think we had Caitlin Chukagian as a max fight big. She nailed it. I mean, I come on for these big cards. I take time out of my day to come on. This one's in Houston. This is just amazing. This is just a card among cards. They stacked it for a reason. They know what's going on tomorrow, and so this is going to be a banging UFC, man.
Oh, absolutely. I know I'm pumped. I know I'm excited. Before we went live, I was reading all your write-ups and reading everything that you put out for the UFC today, because I got back super late last night, and man, the write-ups, the detail that you put into this is just absolutely insane. I mean,
yeah, normally, so I usually have one legal pad that I carry with me that's like for a card, and I usually go through a complete legal pad within 1.5, sometimes 2 cards. For this card alone, I went through 4 legal pads just in notes, in preparation, going to see these guys. There's a lot of travel restrictions being lifted, so I'm able to travel a little bit more and just show my face, because eventually I want to be in the office with you, man. Eventually we need to do something together.
Oh, we will.
Where we have where I'm there, and so, you know, we're gearing towards that.
Ugly mug of yours. As soon as you want to come on the live show, we'll show that ugly mug of yours. You know, you just got to show it, willing to show it off. I mean, I get it. I mean, you've got, you definitely don't have, the face for video. We get that. And nobody's gonna worry about that. Nobody.
No,
really cares. Nobody
everyone
really cares.
Everyone says I have a voice for radio. So
other. Never mind. I'll be nice.
Everyone says I have a voice for radio and a face for it too. So, but it's all good, man. Yeah, this card's stacked, man. We have the first fight of the night. The first fight of the night was moved. It was originally a light heavyweight fight versus William Knight and Maxime Grishin. That ended up getting moved. I don't have the official bout order with me yet. I'll see outside my door if it's there yet. But yeah, and then we have Israel, one of the premier guys. Israel Adesanya's been pushing all week. He told me to call him Blood Diamond. He said, "Don't call me anything else." All week I've been having to call this dude Blood Diamond. It's been awkward as hell. But yeah, we got Blood Diamond versus Jeremiah Wells. We have some great info on Jeremiah Wells, and I got to talk to his people, and his training partners are really good friends.
Well, since you bring that up, that's actually something that I wanted to talk to you about. I want to talk about that Jeremiah Wells fight. Why don't we dive a little more in depth into that one and start talking about
Jeremiah Wells he's a big dude, very aggressive. What a lot of people don't know about him is he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So he has a very good ground game, but he can swing too. He can get a little crazy. Blood Diamond, or Mike Mathitho, or Mathurtho, he wouldn't even let me call him by his name. But Blood Diamond's a little bit crazy. He barely has any experience at all. Izzy's been talking about him like he's going to wipe the floor with Jeremiah Wells. He's like, watch out, he's going to kill him. I don't see it. Like, I'm watching this guy train, and I'm looking at Izzy, and Izzy's like, "Oh yeah, you see that? Oh yeah." I'm like, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about. This guy is tall, lanky, very cocky, very confident. He's gonna go in there. He's gonna look to swing and bang. You're gonna see a lot of spinning things, and he's been working. And I'm using air quotes on his ground game, and I got to see some of that. I mean, it's awkward. It sprawls. He's lanky. He doesn't necessarily have the strength. I don't know how he wins this fight, but Izzy swearing it. I mean, Izzy always been like, "Oh no, Blood Diamond, that's my boy. He goes into depth about him. But the guy's 33 years old at this point. He's going to be taller. He's going to be actually at a reach disadvantage. The only thing that scared me about this fight, honestly, Jeremiah Wells should be a minus 1,000. I really believe that. Knowing the skills of Jeremiah Wells, knowing his background, where he comes from, who he trains with, he should be a minus 1,000. He should be at least like a minus 800, something big, because the guy is very skilled and he has experience and he can grapple and he has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If he wanted to, he can come out here, grab a kick, take this guy down, and choke him out within the first minute. He could do that. The problem is, and the reason why we didn't put anything on this bet, I got to talk to Jeremiah Wells' training partners, and they said, we haven't seen him one iota, one lick in the gym. Not even once. So knowing that he's taking this on short notice, talking to his coaches who are like, yeah, well, we got a good game plan ready. We're prepared. And then talking to the training partners is like, yeah, we haven't seen this guy at all. I'm getting the indication that he might be coming off the couch, literally, no training, off the couch, because he knows this guy is going to be nothing for me. That's scary. That's really scary. But what it does open up is it opens up unders. FanDuel, I think, messed up sometime this week. I know I bet it huge. They put the under 2.5 alternative rounds at like minus 160. I can't even tell you how much I threw on it, as many times as I could. They since have taken that out. They took it off the board like within an hour of it putting it out there. I was like trying to spam text you like, bet this now. They took that all right off the board, and they took it away for days. And I think they brought it back at like minus 2 something or minus even 300. And the fight doesn't go is some crazy number as well. And I think for this fight, you're going to be looking at Jeremiah Wells inside the distance. I think Jeremiah Wells by submission is tricky, and I think it's something that definitely is a possibility. This guy Blood Diamond, I just don't see it. But the under 1.5 is also a good play. I don't love it as much as the under 2.5. I think it's a strong play, but I tend to like. I want a big plus money if I'm going for like props. If I'm going for a prop that's under or over 1.5, I either want to be guaranteed that it's going under or over, and if I'm guaranteed it's going to be a bet on our board, or I want some nice juicy number behind it. But I like Jeremiah Wells. I think Jeremiah Wells comes out here. I think it's one takedown if he's smart. One takedown, catches a kick, takes this guy to the ground, and chokes him out, and just ends the night. Is he swearing that it's going to be a first-round knockout on the side of Blood Diamond? I mean, I haven't looked at the odds lately, but I mean, Blood Diamond's a huge underdog. But honestly, he should be even bigger underdog. I don't know how this line for Jeremiah Wells. If Jeremiah Wells, anything below 250 is just wrong. I think there's value there sitting at minus 250, which is nuts to think about. But I don't know, maybe Blood Diamond comes out here, hits a spinning kick, and knocks Jeremiah Wells out. Who knows? But I don't see it happening.
So, what can the people take away from this and actually bet?
Like I said, and at the
ramble.
at the end, I put it in parentheses. I say Jeremiah Wells inside the distance by submission, and the under 1.5. They're all at play with this fight. If I'm going to put more money on something, it's going to be Jeremiah Wells inside the distance, and my second favorite on this would be the under 1.5, and then Jeremiah Wells by submission would be like a little sprinkle. And I know people that we have people that put $15 sprinkles on some of these some of these by submission props, and they're paying out some of them plus 800, and then they take that and they roll it over into the max fight pick, or they roll it over into a big fight pick or a top fight pick, and next thing you know, they're just crazy into the money into a card. And I'll tell you what, this card right here, like I told you, I can show you, I can take pictures of the legal pads, all the different pins I went through. This card we're prepared for. We're extraordinarily confident in these picks, and we're confident in the leans even. Like I said, they're just leans, but I can tell you on my board, I bet every single play that we put out there, whether it be small or large, but everything in there, there's information for you in there. And if you read it, and you watch the fight, you'll have fun, like being like, damn, I can't believe how crazy accurate that is. And wow, to a T, if I tell you a choke series is coming and you watch it happen, it's extraordinarily exciting. So, and that's the work we put in. So we put a ton of work into this card, knowing the Super Bowl's tomorrow, knowing the magnitude of this card and what it has to offer. There's people that are paying for the pay-per-view, the ESPN cost of a pay-per-view. So I want to make sure that they get their money's worth on every single pay-per-view. I want to make sure that the research is accurate. I want to make sure that it's well done. I want to make sure that no one's giving us a false sense, any false goods at all. I want to make sure that if I get an indication that a fighter is nervous, I want to make sure that they're nervous. You know, if you look at the main event, and we have, if you look at our write-up, at the beginning of the week, Izzy was extraordinarily nervous. Come to find out, he was negotiating a brand new deal that makes him probably top 3 fighters in the UFC in pay.
Wow.
And some of the incentives there, this hasn't got out yet, but some of the incentives there are ridiculous. And
well, hold on, I'm gonna cut you off because we don't have much time. And to be honest, Izzy's deal is not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about some of these fights. All right. So,
all right, go ahead.
Not to be rude or
No, you're good. You're good.
dick or anything.
No. And just to wrap it up, but that's why he was nervous. So we dug deep and we found out why Izzy was nervous.
Yes.
And right after the deal was signed, it's almost been like the old Izzy. I mean, he's back to normal. So some of those things can be seen as red herrings,
Right,
but
so AJ Dobson,
we made sure to dig in this card.
AJ Dobson fight. Let's talk about it. Go.
Okay, so we have AJ Dobson. I mean, he's a crazy fighter, man. AJ Dobson comes out the gate super hot, super heavy. He's 6-0, training with people like Matt Brown. The kid is a wild man. And Jacob Malkoun, when Jacob Malkoun came on the scene, so Jacob Malkoun is the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach of Robert Whittaker, who's in the main event. This card, and you're going to see this whenever Robert Whittaker and whenever Izzy fight, you're going to see that their training partners are on the same card because the UFC tries to do them a little bit of a favor. They're all from the same country. They all travel together. They all train together. So they're all peaking at the right time. So Jacob Malkoun came out in his first fight and got knocked out in 18 seconds by Phil Haas. The second fight, he fights another heavy-handed guy who you're just like assuming, like this guy Jacob Malkoun came out here and got knocked out in 18 seconds. He's obviously going to get knocked out again by a guy who is more heavy-handed than Phil Haas. Well, Jacob Malkoun completely switched the script and took Abdul Rahak Al-Hassan down every round. I mean, just dominated him in the grappling. He took some punches and he did well to evade, and he didn't do poorly on the feet, but he didn't just stand there and get overwhelmed. The problem with this fight is AJ Dobson's coming out here to overwhelm him. AJ Dobson is coming out here to put it on him. The question is, and I've seen AJ Dobson in training, he can go 5 6-minute rounds, 3 6-minute rounds with that same energy. But I don't know if he can do it with the bright lights on, with the crowd there pumping him up, with the adrenaline pumping. I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack, and I'm sitting K-side when these events happen. I can only imagine how a fighter in there feels when they're getting called by Bruce Buffer, and it's just nuts. It's nuts to think about. It's a lot of emotion. That's why these fight IQs are very important to know, because you think about it. When you're at your most nervous, are you on point? Are you your sharpest ever? But these guys have to be. So the question is whether or not AJ Dobson is going to be able to come out and perform like he does in the training room. But we don't know that. The guy only has 6 fights. He out of those 6 fights, I think 5 of them were first round finishes. I mean, the guy is a crazy finisher. This fight right here, I really, and this was almost a bet, but I really like the under 2.5 rounds. I really, really like that.
Minus $1.60 is where it's juiced at right now.
Yeah, I like that. I think I got it at like minus 120 at the beginning of the week. Uh-huh. It was like, I didn't even know how they dropped it there, how it was there, but I really liked it. It was almost a bet on this card, but you know, we make sure that the bets are tailored for the best of the best. That's what they are. We try to sweep every single card. Mm-hmm. So when it's a fight pick or even a strong lean and it has a unit size behind it, that means that we're super sure. I'm super sure about the under in this fight, but I have a weird sneaky suspicion that Jacob Malkoun might be able to weather the storm in the first round. And when I spoke with him and his camp, he's working on a few things that I really think could surprise AJ Dobson. I think something a little sneaky here, and I'm not putting a ton of money on it, but I think Jacob Malkoun by submission it's an option. It's there. I think when the last time I saw it, it was like plus I don't know, maybe 600 plus 750, something like that. Yeah, I think he's going to come out here. He's going to grapple. Either he's going to get overwhelmed in the first round, and these are the things I do. What I'll do is I'll take AJ Dobson by knockout, right? Because it's going to be plus money. It's going to be like plus 180 or something like that. I'll sprinkle a little bit on that, and then I'll sprinkle Jacob Malkoun by submission. But that sprinkle, if that one cashes, will garnish me a ton of money. If the AJ Dobson by knockout wins, then I cover my Jacob Malkoun bet, and I'm good to go. No harm, no foul. So that's how I like to play some of these things. There is a scenario where Jacob Malkoun takes down AJ Dobson and gasses himself out and gets this to a decision. That's why you don't see us betting the under 2.5 as like a major play, because Jacob Malkoun, even though he's working on that submission series, and he is, he's Robert Whittaker's jiu-jitsu coach. Like the guy's no slouch on the ground. He won he won crazy awards at purple belt in jiu-jitsu. So he's got the skills in that area, even though he doesn't necessarily show them every time. But he comes out here, weathers the storm in the first round. I think he can get a submission in the second. Or he comes out here and gets knocked the hell out in the first round like he did in his first fight. Both things are on the table. I know that the decision prop on Jacob Malkoun, there's some people that are keen on that. I mean, I just don't know how it happens, because you got to think AJ Dodson's going to go out so hard that by the third round, he's going to be, his muscles are going to be hurting. And at that point, that's when people make mistakes. When you're tired and you're nervous and the magnitude of the situation hits you in the face and you're like, God, I'm trying not to curse, but my God, like you're just sitting there. At that point, you start blocking punches with your face. You start sticking your neck in places it doesn't need to be. And somebody as skilled as Jacob Malkoun could grab up a neck in no time. So those are the plays I like for that fight.
So the under 2.5 minus $1.60 is what you like.
Oh, I like that a lot.
And that's
I like that a lot. Yeah, we'll put that as our free play. I like that a lot.
All right.
So like
so
a lot.
Malkoun and the Dobson fight under 2.5 minus $1.60. You guys heard it here. Let's everybody. If you're not on FC's UFC fight card, $29.99 gets you the fight card. $25 gets you the guaranteed max fight pick with a guarantee that if you don't win, you get the next one free. And he's winning this fucking one. Or you can get a 3x3, which is 3 UFC fight cards, 3 max fight picks for a low price of $100. All right? If you're not on it, get off your asses and go get it. Everybody, let's give Dr. FC a warm round of applause. For letting me pick his brain. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Dr. 9.5 Digits. It's glad to have you on board and the live show. And we're going to wrap this up because we're going to be getting off the live here. And we're going to have some fun today. Thank you, brother. Thanks for coming on board with us.
No problem. I appreciate it, man. You get some rest, all right?
I'm going to.
All right, have fun. You're good.
Right, bye-bye. Bye. You guys heard it here. Dr. FC in the house. Don't miss out, guys. By the way, gonna put this back out there. Guaranteed Saturday, $50 off if you enter the promo code 50live at checkout. You can get on board it. Don't miss out. Super Bowl plays will be posted later on this evening. Enjoy your Saturday, please. Everybody wager responsibly, and we're gonna get out of here. Let's have a great day, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow morning. I'll announce that time on Twitter, on the YouTube community page, and an email a little bit later today what time because we're going to be live 3 to 4 times tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow, so it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. All right, guys, good luck, everybody.